Buddy, good evening. Happy Saturday, 8 p.m. Central. Welcome back to another episode of Full Frontal Investigation. I will be your host. You a pussy, Rich Holmes. And fuck, what we could talk about today. First of all, I stopped by the hotel today. There's not a lot going on there except in front. There's a lot of construction going on out in front right now with the hotel, okay? And me and Uncle Jake were kind of talking about this. And this, you guys, this building, this is kind of suspicious to me. It is. Because here we have, on one hand, all right, we have a known hotel in Houston that's known to fucking run prostitution out of it day and fucking night, all right? We've known that. We've read the reports. I've seen the police reports. It is a known fucking prostitution rundown, okay? Now, my curiosity is why the building all of a sudden right in front of the hotel that just got raided by the FBI. What are they really hiding at that place? Because that's my question at this point. It's all fenced off. The whole place is fenced off. You can only get in the driveway. Yeah, the Maheshi Expressi. Deansy from Cleveland, man. That's his buddy. Like, Deansy from Cleveland, man. Thanks, Cat Mom. Dun, dun, dun. Sick haircut. Like it. Thank you. Hey, Javier MMI. What up? What up? Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Yeah, your point. The Maheshi Expressi, right? And Uncle Jake found some records today. There is something tied to that organization. Hey, thanks, Freedom and Truth. Thank you, thank you. Evangelist Carrie, you guys, there's something. I'm doing good, Danielle. I'm doing good. I'm doing real well. Something's up with Mahesh. Like, ever since that fucking day that Mahesh showed up. That's like, I put that shit on the back burner, but it's always been on the back of my mind. Yeah, that was Kathleen Klein. Yeah, Kathleen Klein got arrested. Yeah, David's number 3 in command. And what the feds are doing. Hey Kim, how you doing? Cat Mom, got everybody here. What the feds are doing is they're slowly cutting the head off the snake. And it might be 5 or 6 heads they have to cut off about. So Mahesh, Louis Lou, what up, what up? The Mahesh connection, that's always been a big one. Since the day that idiot showed up, since the day Mahesh showed up on the raid and showed his stupid face, something just didn't sit right with that. Hey, Javi, thanks for the seed. He got my child support refund check. Thanks, Javi, appreciate you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, MCT 906, what up, what up? So whatever construction's going on, I'll find out Monday. I got a phone number and everything. I'm going to find out what's getting built there. I'll find out. I'll find out what's being built there for sure. But again, and again, you guys, this construction's brand new. Him and his wife, exactly. Him and his fucking dirtbag wife fucking showed up. Yes. And you know what? If you go back, we have the body cam from the cop side. And what's funny is when the wife shows up, she's like, oh, here we are again. That's the thing. Who knows how many different ties this organization has? Now, I call it the Mahesh Express connection. There's something there. We just don't know. It was right. Remember that big fucking field in front of it, Daniela? It's right there. I put pictures of it up on the channel today in a post. But yeah, you can see it. They're getting ready to lay fucking ducting, pipe work. They have a construction fucking trailer up there. There's a porta potty. It's all chain linked off. Yeah, and it's very new. It's within weeks. It's weeks old, you guys. That's serious. This construction is very new. It's super fucking suspicious all of a sudden. We know the hotel is in a known high prostitution area in Houston, all right? That's been confirmed multiple fucking times over. I've even confirmed that with law enforcement here. Hey, what up, Irie Dread? How you doing? So yeah, that's kind of the one thing that's going on down here at the hotel. There's 3 cars, the white Sprinter van, the G-Wagon that's fucking broke down, and then there's a black SUV that's guarding the gate, and then the one convoy of Miracle trailer that's just been parked there for fucking years now. Hey, low key, thanks, appreciate you. Welcome to Davies Dozen. All right, right on. Yes, I do listen to punk. Yes, I do like punk rock. But we're talking about a religious cult here in Texas that has done some really shady shit, and they're continuing to do shady shit. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. There's 53 people in here. Let me know you're here. Hey, Steve K, did they ever call you back? Did they ever call you back? Because I text Key and said I was one of Oprah's fucking producers. I was like, I'm a producer for Oprah. What is the cult? It's called, the name of it, the cult leader's name is David E. Taylor and Michelle Brandon. The name of the cult is JMMI, KOGGC, Marbles in America, World Healing. There's separate names. They did arrest him. They arrested him. No, and there's 3 indictments now. They arrested a 3rd person. Hey, thanks, Loki. Yeah, Matt Arlene. They arrested him. He's in jail. And here's some new shit, right? David pissed off the judge, you guys. We're working on getting the transcripts right now. We should have them by Wednesday or Thursday, okay? What did he do move? What did he do move? I don't know what that means, Matt Arlene. Well, he's looking at human trafficking. There's several prosecutors on the case that are kind of telling us what the case is going to look like. All right, this is pretty serious shit that we're dealing with this cult. He was moving people around. Whatever, did he move out of that hotel? No, there's still people living there, Matt Arlene. I was just down there today. No, they're moving people around. They're up north right now, up in Michigan, potentially doing a protest. Hey, go check it out. Yeah, we have merch on the channel. Stay thirsty. Yeah. But no, Matt Arlene, David's in jail, Michelle's out on bond, and then Kathleen is out on bond. They're all restricted. David, okay, so here's the thing with David right now. Once we get the transcripts from what happened on this last Tuesday's conference hearing, we're definitely going to post them, okay? Because everybody's kind of curious what was said, and we'll only know through the transcripts. So once we get those transcripts, we'll put it out to the community, because that's really important. We'll know just in the transcripts the attitude of the judge, but for whatever happened, the judge is pissed. All right, I'm thinking it could have been David live streaming, calling the judge a racist. Oh yeah, bond sucks. Yeah, bond sucks. It does, Josh. You're right. You're right. Bond sucks. And these Michelle and Kathleen that are out on bond right now, their bond restrictions are real tight. They can't have any kind of fucking connection with the organization, with this cult. They've been no contact orders. It's a real tough situation for them, and this is the only shit they know for the last 10, 15 years. Michelle, she's literally struggling in her own prison. She's not in jail, but being out on bond for Michelle, she is just as bad as being in prison, because she wants Kia to take care of her. She has nobody. She can't get a fucking job. She can't secure an apartment. She's a felon under federal indictment for fucking a list of financial crimes. Nobody's going to rent to her. Nobody's going to give her a fucking job that's handling money. What else? The only thing Michelle might be able to do is get some kind of fucking job bussing tables at McDonald's and wiping down shit. Because nobody is going to give this woman a fucking job. Not under these kind of fucking crimes. No way. They're going to look at her and be like, what the fuck have you been doing? Holy shit. That's the really cool thing about this, is because the internet moves so fast with Michelle and David. All people are going to have to do, bam, look it up. Oh, fuck. No, I ain't hiring you. What'd you do? Better start coming clean, Michelle. Better start coming clean. Michelle, cult members, all you guys out there watching, it's not good for Michelle, David, or Kathleen. Yeah, McDonald's won't fucking hire her either. Fuck no. Michelle has a pattern of abuse, of financial abuse in her whole fucking life, you guys. And that's all going to be called in. I guarantee they will call in Michelle's past, and they're going to ask why she lost her other jobs. And it will all come into play. It will show the court that she knows nothing else but to be a fucking criminal. You know, Steve K, I am too, but you know what? It was a good run, right? Like, this was a good circus to fucking break down. It was a good run, right? Like, this was a long run, and it was a good fucking run. But now it's time to close this chapter on David, right? And it's going to close because David is going to court. Whether he pleads out or not, I don't know. But he pissed the judge off, you guys. And the judge, the judge had to, the judge reaffirmed his own decision. Like, man, I'm glad I kept him in jail. I'm glad I didn't let him out. Exactly. Even when David gets convicted, there's no winners because of the amount of damage that he's done. There are no winners in this. There is zero fucking winners in this, you guys. The survivors that got out, they still have shit to deal with in their own lives, man. And it's like Cliff said, when him and Soups were doing the interview, he was like, that was the worst decision in my life that I ever made, going to that place. He's like, it was the worst. He was like, that was one of the worst decisions, if not the worst decision I ever made in my life, going to that place. You survivors understand this. The cult members that are still there, I know the survivors do. We're with you guys, man. We're gonna fucking see you guys through this all the way. You know, I was talking to Cliff the other day, and he was like, "That's the thing, Rich." He was like, "You don't know who to talk to about this without sounding crazy, right?" And it's good just to have people to listen, because this is David was a unique individual, man. The government needs to fucking study this piece of shit. They need to break him. As far he said, his kids are doing great. Your point. He said his kids are doing fucking fantastic. Yep. Yeah, he lost a good, but the good thing is when you, right away, when you distance yourself from this cult, everything rebounds in your life. David is the fucking ball and chain on everybody. When you get away from this cult, your life turns around instantly. Instantly. You start prospering financially. Everything in your life turns around. You get a better job. You fucking, everything. David likes to fucking bring people down because he thrives on destruction, man. He thrives on others' destruction, and he thrives on doing it to people. But I'll tell you what, David ain't gonna get in fucking prison and do that shit. He tries pulling that shit in prison, he'll get he'll be tossed around. Joe Brizo, what up, what up, what up, what up? The last protest had me on the floor. Which one? Do tell. It's this. The cult leader's name, only Dan Adams, is David E. Taylor, Michelle Brannon, and the name of the cult is KOGGC, Kingdom of God Global Church. The name before it was Joshua Media Ministries International, but it got revoked by the IRS because they weren't paying their taxes. So we picked up the trail on his deposition, and we pretty much figured out he was money laundering, human trafficking, forced labor. I for sure think there's sex trafficking in there somewhere. I really do, man. I think there's going to be some sex trafficking in there because of just how his operation was ran, man. I don't think they found it just yet, but I do think they're going to find some, man. Really do. Somewhere down the line, again, the fucking the Mahesh Express connection, man. That's the one that always bugged me when that fucking piece of shit showed up that day. Like, who the fuck is this guy? Mahesh really kind of got me thinking. What states churches are tax free, but churches are tax free, but there are certain taxes they have to pay, right? He was laundering money, the only Dan. That's the real complicated thing here, is like he was using multiple tax exemptions and committing wire fraud, making it, dude, it's shady. It was way bad. That's why he got arrested. That's why he got arrested, because they found out, they're like, oh, he's fucking laundering money. And it was a shit ton of money. You're talking mortgage crimes, fucking probably there's gonna be some bank fraud, wire fraud. You're gonna have fucking what else? Dude, there's liens, there's houses in the process of getting fucking repossessed right now because he ain't paying bills. You're talking he bought multiple mansions that were fucking money pits, paid over asking price. I mean, when you really start to decode this, it's a fucking clusterfuck, man. It is so bad. They do. You're right, Pastor Russ. They are still accountable to the IRS, and this guy wasn't. When we started digging into his taxes, we found out he wasn't paying. We're like, what the fuck? And what we're trying to do here, Dan, is trying to push for the churches to pay taxes, because the churches, okay, in America, the only thing the Constitution says is we have to give the church a safe place to practice, right? That's it. It doesn't say we can't tax them. Where does it say in the Constitution we're not allowed to tax churches? Point it out to me, please. If it doesn't, well, I think it's time for that shit to fucking change. That's just my opinion. I'm not Christian. I don't go to church. I have nothing to gain or lose out of this. But how the fuck do these people fucking embezzle billions of fucking dollars? Like, oh, it's all in the name of holy fucking sunny Jesus, God. It is. You're absolutely right. Only Dan Adams. It's the upper echelon, right? That's something a lot of us are pointing out here. The power corrupts, man. It's a lot of these upper echelon fucks that are getting away with some really fucked up shit. Another guy from Bethel just got fucking dismissed because of sexual abuse allegations. That, you know, we just wanted to keep that shit under the fucking rug. Mind the sexual abuse. We're just gonna shh. Don't tell anybody that's happening in the church. You know, I don't ever like to mention that thing. I don't. Because those guys will fucking pull your tongue out through your neck and shit, you know? I'm cool on that. I'll take a solid pass. They need to be auditing if they're committing fucking financial, committing human rights abuse, fraud, extortion, fucking tax evasion. No, those are. But take a look at some of these fucking huge churches. It's ran just like a fucking mob organization, man. They need to be held accountable just like everybody else. Again, does not say in our Constitution we are not allowed to tax a church. Fuck that, tax them. Tax them. It's 2026. This shit's enough. You're talking multi-million-dollar mansions, jets, private vacations, fucking multiple large fucking villas all over the fucking world. Look at fucking Benny Hinn, Kenneth Copeland, Jesse Duplantis, Joel Osteen. These guys are fucking scumbags, man. And they've been getting away with it for fucking decades. They've been getting away for fucking decades, man. Fucking bullshit. And we all got to sit back and front the fucking bill. 2024, we looked at fucking shit online, right? We looked at the math. $84 billion, or is it 86? 86 billion is what the church was set to embezzle in 2024. Let that sink in. That's 86 billion fucking dollars, man. 86 billion, man. That's just shy of $100 billion. And we all got to sit back and be like, oh, it's the church. We should just pray for these people that they don't fucking commit these crimes anymore. God, will you please help that these guys don't commit crimes anymore? Thank you, God. Never fucking happens. And that's what most Christians always say. Well, let's just pray for them. No, fuck that. Let's start prosecuting them. Fuck that. Start prosecuting. The time for praying is over. Start prosecuting them. Fuck that. Bullshit. If I were to do half the shit David did, I would have been in prison already. I would have been arrested, tried, and convicted within a fucking few months. I would have been on the fucking fast lane to fucking prison for the shit David's done, for half of the shit David's done. But when you do it all in the name of Sonny Jesus, man, you fucking throw a few God and praise Jesus is in there. Shit, it's all cool. You could fucking commit murder in the name of fucking Jesus in America if you wanted to. It's all in the name of God. You can do it in the name of God. Not saying you really should, but no, you can't. You can't fucking kill anybody in the name of God. Don't do it. But I'm just saying that is hallelujah. Yeah. Yeah, Jesus loves you too. Jesus loves you too. Sip lips flashing, sip lips fishing. Jesus loves you too, man. That's what I've been led to believe, is that Jesus loves me. He loves you guys. So, yeah, anyone else would be under the fucking prison. Everyone else would be under the prison, fucking being somebody's fucking boy toy. But yeah, do it all in the name of Jesus. It's all cool, right? Yep. But yeah, the hotel, you guys, I did put some pictures up of it today, and there's to think that was happening right there in the open in Houston, and people were driving by it every day, and not many people knew about it until they got fucking raided. I mean, that's a big deal for them to get raided like that, because the feds, the cult's saying, oh well, they're just it's racism. It's racism this, racism that. No, it's not racism. It's not. It has nothing to do with racism. It has to do with fraud, money laundering, tax evasion, human trafficking, forced labor, beating people, putting people out on the street because they didn't make enough money for you. They're like, Oprah, we need your help. Hey, you guys, you want to know something? All that shit backfired on them in court big time. Hey, 54. Hey, did you see how the cult is actually reaching out to Oprah Winfrey and shit? They're reaching out to the Chrisleys, Oprah Winfrey, Donald Trump. Basically, they've talked shit about all these people. They're like, hey, can you help us now? We really need your help. Oh, the Oprah thing, dude, Daniela, that that made it up to the fucking judge too. That made it up to the judge too, and he is not happy about it. He's You want to talk about the ultimate fucking racist move? What David did with those videos, that was fucking racist. And that proves he's a fucking racist. David's talked shit about the Chrisleys before. He's all, can you come help us now? Can you give me a bailout? He's all, hey, yeah, the Chrisleys, exactly. The Chrisleys. Yeah, it's like, Oprah, seriously? Yeah. Joey B. Pathetic, yeah. Yeah, the 90s, exactly. 1 minute left. 1 minute left. 1 minute left. What is it? 1 minute remaining ministries? Yeah. 1 minute remaining ministries. Yeah, they're all, hey, Oprah, can you help us out here? You know, we really fucked up, but we need your help. Remember when David went to South Korea and told them that they look like roaches? Yeah, during his sermon. Yeah, he's like, you guys look like a bunch of roaches. Fucking pig, dude. Yeah. I wonder if they will ask for help from all the pastors that David platformed over the years. Nobody's going to help David. Yeah, nobody will help David. Nobody's going to come to the rescue of David, you guys. Nobody. Oprah could really use another connection. And I know. And you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if Oprah, one of her producers, probably saw it. Like, the fuck out of here. Oprah's like, I got my own problems to worry about with missing girls, okay? Yo, good luck. I know. Oprah's got to find some missing girls from one of her orphanages. The cult's like, hey, Oprah, come bail us out, will you? Just because he's a black man who, yeah, even if someone did, it's not going to help. What's Oprah going to do? Hide evidence? Yeah. She's like, hey, you know what? Let me go ahead and just get myself involved in this federal investigation. Fuck no, nobody's going to help him. He's fake. That's the thing. Where's big old fucking top dog Richard T. Jones? I don't see Paula White coming to rescue that fucking walrus. Do you guys? I don't see fucking Benny Hinn, who, Jesse Duplantis. I don't see anybody coming to rescue David because they all know he's a sack of shit. I mean, most of the guys we talk about here are shitheads, but David's like the worst of the shitheads. And nobody's going to come help him. Where's David's files? The feds have them. The feds have them. David ain't getting out of jail, man. Hey, brother Thias, hey, Sketch, how you doing? Just for anybody that is dropping in right now, I stopped by the hotel today, okay? Right now it's a ghost town because they did go up north this week to protest for David for fucking whatever reason. I don't know why. Nobody's even there. Yep. They replayed his jail shit from a couple weeks ago. So they're replaying his jail calls. I don't know, Sketch. I don't know. Don't know. I wish I did. I'll find out Monday. I got a phone number. I'm going to find out. I will find out. Don't know. Sounds like they'll be in Michigan for a month, huh? Okay. Okay. I'm with you, Sketch. Yeah, I know who you are. Yeah. Like all the protests, all the videos and shit they're doing. Hey, Todd and Julie Chrisley, can you help me? Well, and here's the thing, Sketch. I don't know. No, they probably took one of the Sprinter vans and the Suburbans. Yeah, that wasn't even a protest. That wasn't even a rally, if that's what you want to call it. Yeah, it was a pretty weak display. Let's see here.
Any proof.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to stay. I'm pretty sure they'll probably stay for the trial. Yeah. Right. It's coming up in April. No, they can't afford to keep being moved around. No, it costs gas. No, that hotel, to keep that hotel up and running, fuck. They're running out of money. They're running out of money. They're not making enough. Think about this, right? When David got busted, all right, think about this for a minute. David's donations, right? And this is I was talking about this with one of our channel members offline because, fuck, we have some really good conversations. They asked that I don't share exactly who they are, but they are in this community. And one of the things they brought up is that when something like this happens, like it's going to be a progressive loss of funds. Say like, so David gets busted, right? So within that, let's say that first 7 days, right? People find out who he is. Say his donations are going to drop 10% that first week, all right? Now give it another 2 weeks, another 14 days, right? Maybe they'll drop another 15%. The donations aren't going to just drop all at once. It's going to be a progressive drop. And I could see it by this time. And this is how it was said. When a crisis happens, let's just use this. This is what me and our guys talking about here. And this was a class that he went to. Okay, when a crisis happens, it's often all hands on deck to help out, send money, donate, help, etc. After 30 days, it drops 10 to 25%. By 45, it can drop 35 to 50. By 60 to 85, it can drop to 90, so on and so forth, from the date it happened and the time of a year it happened and the time of year. Okay? In other words, say Christmas is coming up, right? Well, we're only in February, March. Tax season. Let's say tax season. Tax season is coming up. Think about that. Tax season's coming up. I mean, we can look at their taxes right now and they owe a fuck ton of money. Plus they got properties being foreclosed on. The foreclosures are huge. They still got movie prop rentals that they owe just shy of $500,000 to. One of the properties being foreclosed on is what, fucking $200,000. Another one's like $150,000 it's being foreclosed on. I mean, just in certain fees, they're at $1 million. Just in certain fees, they're at $1 million. Let's talk all the taxes. Let's say tax, lawyer fees, court fees, whatever bills they owe. Easily $1 million plus. For sure. Maybe $2 million. Oh, they're fucked this tax season, man. They are fucked. Yes. Tax season isn't going to be kinder than this year. Because the thing is all the counties now know about the scam, right? Yep. Hurting. That's why they petitioned for the funds back. They admitted they're in critical and dire need of those funds. Yeah. They're like, hey, can you give us all of the dirty money back? They're like, hey, we really need that dirty money back because, you know, we worked really hard to fuck a lot of people over for that money. Can you please give it back to us? Okay, we really, really need it back, all right? But they're not. The government isn't going to give back illegal funds to a cult. Hell yeah, the government's watching close. Ever since David wanted to do fucking dumbass shit and say put videos up on fucking YouTube through Zoom, like that, like I said, David should have just walked in, told the judge, go fuck yourself, judge. It is. It's going to be a progressive drop in funds. Exactly. Tax season's coming. They're not getting fed. People don't have cars. I know Joseph fucking owes $100,000 just in student loans. Just in student loans. $100,000, Joseph. God ain't going to fucking pay those loans, Joseph. You know that, right? David's not going to pay those fucking loans either, dude. Joseph, I can't with you, bro. I can't, dude. Here's something else that's going to be interesting for the trial too. Michelle saying she's a victim. Michelle saying she's a victim. She's going to try and say that she was manipulated by David Taylor, right? But she can't have it both ways. Either she was controlled or she was not and participated in it. So which one is it? Was Michelle controlled or participant? What do y'all think? I think she was fucking willing, active participant. I know that is a fucking fact because of the background I got on her. Michelle was an active, willing fucking participant. Yep. Yeah. Participant, yep. Do you know any other victims who have been arrested? They typically don't arrest victims. They typically don't arrest victims. They arrest the criminals. I wouldn't give Michelle a deal either. Fuck no. Nope. Let me tell you something, Louie Lou. Yeah, dude. No, you're onto it. A lot of this, what I found out through a lot of these survivors, some of them might be in here right now. Dude, the shit didn't pick up until Michelle came on board. The scam didn't make money until Michelle came on board for whatever fucking reason. I don't know why, how. Michelle came on board, the money went through the fucking roof. That's how it happened. The money went through the roof when Michelle went on board. And that is not a fucking exaggeration. When Michelle came on board, David was fucking struggling. He was struggling. He was drowning almost. He wasn't making any fucking money, that's for sure. When Michelle came on board, guess what? Whatever happened, the dynamics flipped, and the scam went through the fucking roof, and Michelle started bringing in millions. I don't know what she did, how she did it, but even from what I've found out through people who know Michelle very well, her psych profile said she ran the fucking scam. That's what I'm curious about. How come they didn't use a fucking jail photo on the news for Kathleen? Exactly. Well, hey, let's go ahead and just use this one photo we have of her. Leanne, they probably couldn't find a recent one. Yeah, they probably couldn't find a recent one. I wish they would have to show how haggard she is. But yeah, David's too dumb to scheme. And yeah, Michelle's no stranger to fucking fraud and running financial crimes. She's really not. Michelle knows a thing or two about financial crimes. She knows a thing or two. And that's the thing. In the end of the day, when the evidence comes out, Michelle's not going to be able like, I didn't know that was wrong. I would really like to see Michelle say, I didn't know that was wrong. Oh, I'm a victim. Miss Brennan, look at all these Louis Vuitton shoes. How come every room you lived in was decked out? Everybody else lived like shit. Yeah, Michelle's the underdog, like the underboss to the mafia don, and David's the mafia don. You know, I was texting with Kim earlier today. What if they all roll on each other? What if they all start pointing the fucking finger at each other? Wouldn't that just fucking set the fucking grounds for one of the dopest trials ever for a fucking cult? Think about that. Think about that. Think about them all fucking pointing the finger at each other. You think of how complicated that would get for the lawyers. They'd be like, fuck. Dude. Think of them trying to mount a defense when all the defendants point the finger at each other. That would be absolutely glorious. Oh my God. Oh, it would be absolutely glorious. Oh, it was David, it was Michelle, it was Kathleen, it was them. Oh, you wouldn't be able to make that shit up if they all turned on each other. And they all have a reason to turn on everybody, right? They all have a reason to turn on each other. None of these people want to fucking serve time. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. If they fucking turn on each other, it would be the most fucking glorious setup of all time in court history. A cult like this. Yeah, Phil Salvage, absolutely. This is about a religious cult. This channel, we talk religious culture. I'm not religious. I don't go to church. I'm not Christian. I do have my beliefs about spirituality. But this cult we're talking about today, they got raided last August by the feds. And we're talking about their case, and it's a federal trial because human trafficking, money laundering, forced labor. We have conspiracy to commit forced labor. It's a mess. Tax evasion, money laundering. It's a mess. Not yet. We're just talking a little bit, Noah Winslow. We're talking about the condition of the hotel. We're just saying, well, yeah, no. If you go, you can see the trial. You got to go there to see it. It will not be broadcast. But Noah, what we were just saying, like, what if Kathleen, David, and Michelle all fucking turn on each other in trial, and they point the finger at each other because David's looking at 200 fucking years if the judge wants to be a dick about it, right? If the judge wants to be a prick, he'd be like, nope, I'm gonna run these fucking trial. I'm gonna run your sentence consecutive. Oh no, my pleasure, Phil Salvage. Yeah, this guy was a real piece of shit. This guy was a real piece of shit, Phil Salvage, and he laundered a lot of money and he fucked over a lot of people. And for me, it has nothing to do with him being black, white, Christian or not. He's a fucking scammer, man, and that's all that matters to me. Scam, Christian or not, you scam people, you're a fucking scammer. Yeah, yeah, and it's mine and Rick Fraser's fault, right? Because me and Rick Fraser made him do all this, right? I guarantee Kathleen will be the first to plea out, Noah. Soda bet. If anybody pleads out, it's going to be Kathleen. Kathleen will plea out first. She'll be like, I don't want to go to jail for 20 fucking years just for knowing. That is what she is looking at. You're looking at 20 years just because you knew and you didn't say shit. No, you guys, all right. I want everybody to be real clear. If you don't, there will be no audio of the federal trial, okay? There is no fucking cameras, no audio in the federal trial, you guys. That is very fucking clear. It's been like that. There will be no audio. You have to go if you want to see the trial, okay? There will be no cameras. There will be no audio. Let me say it one more time. No cameras, no audio. One more time. No cameras, no fucking audio, okay? One more time, just for shits and giggles. No camera, no audio in the federal trial. It's always like that. Okay, Michelle will try and turn first. All right. Michelle's psych profile says she'll wait until the last fucking minute to turn. When she's looking at 60 years and they're getting ready to sentence her, she'll be like, okay, I'm ready to talk. That's how it will be for Big Mike. Yes, you can get the transcripts, absolutely. We're working on the transcripts from last week too, Pastor Russ. We're working on the transcripts from last week to find out what was said. Because fuck, we don't need to be there. All we need is the transcripts. All we need is the transcripts. That's it. Transcripts, we'll know what was said. We can read. We'll know the judge's attitude when we read the transcripts. Absolutely. But yes, you can order the transcripts. Yeah, by then it'll be way too late. Yeah. The transcripts you can order though, but we're working on the ones from last Tuesday, when the judge fucking was livid at David. Okay, because we don't know what was said behind those closed doors, man. I talked to Cliff about it, and all I know is the judge was pissed. Okay, that's all I know. That's all Cliff told me from what he was told by victim services on his end, was that the judge was fucking pissed, and that's all they could say. Okay, so there's that. I can't either. I mean, David's calling the judge. It's gonna fucking sentence him a fucking racist. I mean, seriously. And then David has the audacity to go out and put videos out just showing that he's a fucking racist fucking prick. I mean, it's not gonna go well for him at all. For David to think he's gonna get out on this and Judge Brady be like, hey, you know what? No problem, Mr. Taylor. You seem like a stand-up guy. I'm not gonna even give you any time. Hey, thanks, Noah. Thanks. I got it cut today, man. I needed it. Exactly. This judges are smart people. He did. You're right. Freedom and Truth. David sealed his fucking case. He did. Last week, the last month, David sealed his case just by opening his fucking mouth. Just by opening his fucking mouth on the jail phone, David ruined his fucking case. The judge reaffirmed his own decision. The judge is like, fuck, I'm glad I kept that guy in jail. Shit. Because David is proving the calls were the stupidest idea. He's like, hey, you know what? Let me go ahead and just blow my fucking case wide open. I'm going to go ahead and get on the phone, call the judge a racist, and say that the government framed me, okay? It's the dumbest thing. It's by far one of the dumbest things he ever could have done. Okay, I got some people that are saying they can't get in the chat. There should be somewhere y'all could get in the chat. Check the 3 little dots on the side somewhere. You should be able to get into the chat. No, the fiend is not unfair. That's just how federal cases work, brother. It's not unfair. That's just the way it is, man. Yeah, and that's the thing, Noah. I was talking to Cliff out about this. David was out there sending fucking subliminal fucking vocabulary that would only affect the survivors. He knew what he was doing. He was putting out certain vocabulary saying, hey, it was there. Hey, right? Jordan Morey, I don't think his lawyers fucking let him. I don't think they fucking let him. I think they probably told him, don't do this, 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 and this. All a lawyer is supposed to do is advise. If you're going to act like an asshole, hey, I told him not to. If he wants to do that, hey, judge, I told him not to do that. That's what Rosenblum's reply will be to the judge. Your Honor, I told him not to do anything like that. But he went against my advisement, Your Honor. My client went against my advisement. He's paying me. I don't think his attorney knew until they were fucking sitting in that chamber, man. Hey, Aunt Willie, hi. Well, they aren't screening his calls anymore. They aren't screening his calls anymore because they took his phone privileges away. Yep, David used his best fucking Jurgens voice. It was the government that framed me and the judge is a racist, everybody. Oh, yeah. And the shit where he was saying about rioting? Yeah, they heard that too. The judge, the lawyers, they all heard that. You know what they did? Oh, really? Oh, okay. Okay, let me go and write that down. Yeah, he caught himself, but you know what? They heard that shit too, you guys, all right? I want everybody to be aware of that. Okay? The judge has heard all this stuff. The shit that we are concerned about, guess what? The prosecutors and the judges have heard it also. Okay? I don't know what the judge has done, Daniela. I don't know what the judge has seen, what he knows. I'm under the impression a judge is supposed to go in impartial, not know much about the case. He's going to look at the facts of the evidence and be like, okay, he's going to make his decision based on what the law says. The judge isn't there to change the law, rewrite it. He is there to abide by it, make sure it's interpreted properly, and make sure the judgments are passed down correctly. This judge has a big job to do in this case, man. He really does, because we're infringing. We're not infringing, but we're teetering on constitutional fucking rights and shit, right? And that's the thing this judge is concerned about, is the constitutional rights of the church. He would. David would brag about what a badass he was in prison if he ever got out, but David ain't going to go to prison and act like a badass. We all know that. Hey, what's up, Gina W4? But no, David ain't getting out of prison. No, because if David gets out of... David's not getting out of prison. Yeah, exactly. The evidence that the state has, that the government has, the feds have, it will overpower a lot of the time his attorney has. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. The judge's supposed to be impartial to all this. Exactly. Your freedom and truth. Exactly. 96,000 pieces of evidence. 96,000 pieces. I don't think I ever will. Nope. Don't think I ever will, Adam. Nope. Nope. Don't think I will. Nope. No. You guys are saying about the judge, does he know anything? No. This judge is learning the case as it goes, and he's making his decision as it goes. David pissed the judge off, okay? David pissed the judge off. The judge said, I'm glad I kept him locked up. I'm glad I kept him locked up. I'm glad I made the right decision. This judge he's paying attention long and fucking hard now, okay? If the cult thinks they're going to pull one over on this judge now, ain't no fucking way. There is no way. The judge's ears and eyes are wide open right now with this case. Yeah, everyone's a racist but David. But the cult does shit to show that they're racist. Exactly. David's like, I'm not racist, but you're the biggest fucking racist out there. Just one judge, Pastor Russ. One judge. His name is Judge Berg. The first judge, Altman, Kimberly Altman, that was the one that put David in lockup, told him, Mr. Taylor, the only way I see to keep the community safe and ensure your appearance is to put you in detention. For money each week. I couldn't believe the lies they spoke. I thank you for... Hey, Gina, thanks for being here with us. We're not here to tell people not to believe in God. We've never done that. We've never fucking done that. Hey, it's okay to question the fucking dude talking to you about it. And if he says, no, you can't fucking talk to me, I'm above you, I'm an apostle, fuck that. You walk away. You walk away from those situations, okay? Because the further you get drawn in, it's just the worse it's going to get, all right? If some pastor comes to you and says, hey, God told me the secret about you, you tell him to fuck off. You tell him to fuck off. You take a fucking hike. That's what you tell him to do. And you'd be like, I'll read my Bible, man. I don't need you to fucking tell me God gave you some fucking secret about me, because I can open a Bible right now and there are no fucking secrets. It's already fucking laid out for us, all right? It's already laid out for us. God has fucking made it very clear what he wants us to do. He's told us about these assholes multiple fucking times. 2,000 fucking years ago said, hey, watch it for these guys. They're going to come and say, hey, we're these guys. Exactly. Especially if they fucking tell you in a dream, okay? If some asshole says, hey, God told me something in a dream about you, fuck you. Fuck you. That's what you tell them. God didn't tell you shit about me in a fucking dream. Fucking suck it. That's what you tell them. Go fuck yourself. Yeah. Yep. A lot of these pastors know exactly what kind of power they hold. You know what? No, and I was talking to somebody offline about this, that the pulpit, it's more powerful than any politician, presidential fucking position. I don't give a fuck what you say, what you think. That's my opinion. The pulpit, way more powerful. Way more powerful. You could fuck up families and get away with it. You can launder money and get away with it. You could fuck as many women as you want and get away with it. You could screw around with little boys and girls and get away with it. I mean, what's more powerful than that? Power is a drug. It is a drug. You're absolutely right, and it will corrupt you. We talk about that here. Everything in excess. Again, I watched the shit about Eddie Murphy and his life on Netflix. It was really good. And I keep referring back to this and David, because he said something that resonated with fucking David. Like, pride will fucking destroy you. Pride, power, ego, it will all fucking destroy you in the end. And that's exactly why David's fucking dumbass is sitting right where he's at. His power and his fucking ego got to his head. He thought he was above everybody, and then he could get away with everything he was doing. Yeah, the pulpit definitely worked in David's case. Holy fucking shit. The pulpit definitely worked. Without the pulpit, David would be fucking cleaning up the sprinkles at fucking Dunkin' Donuts with his fucking walrus tongue. That's what David would be doing. I borrowed, cried, and was extorted for 6 years. Yeah, Gina. Oh, it's a really good thing. It's about Eddie Murphy. It's Eddie Murphy's documentary. It's really good, Cat Mom. You should watch it. It's really good. And he just talks about how in the industry, right, in the comedy industry, in Hollywood, like, he's like, I've seen a lot of my friends fucking just die because the pride went to their head, man. And what Eddie Murphy said, and I kind of admired the guy for him about it, because he was like, yo, I love myself too much to do that. Like, to fucking destroy my body like that. That's what he said. David's like, fuck that. I'm going to just become a complete fucking degenerate slob and just fucking eat and whore my way into eternity. Hey, Nettie Roach, hit that like and subscribe. Appreciate you. We can only do one at a time, Nettie Roach. Only one at a time, man. It's just too much to take on more than one. This was a 6-year 6-year project. His brother. Yeah, Charlie Murphy. Charlie Murphy. Yeah. Yeah, David provided plenty of entertainment, but, right? And that's something I had talked to Vanessa Johnson about. We were having a conversation on the phone, and she had a lot of people tell her, like, this was like a reality comedy show, but it wasn't. It wasn't. Yeah, it was entertainment, but behind that entertainment, man, this guy did a lot of damage to a lot of people. He hurt a lot of people, took a lot of money, scammed a lot of people, and used religion to do it. Like, to use, like, I could understand being a bully, but to be a bully, like, spiritually, to use a self appointed title to fuck people over, like, that takes the whole new level of assholery, like, to new extremes. Like, be a bigger asshole in life. To use religion, God, faith, something you can't see, right? And to use that to extort people, to exploit people at their most fucking vulnerable point in life, man. That's what David E. Taylor does to people. That's what these grifters on YouTube and social media we see. That is what they do. They are preying on some of the most vulnerable and desperate people at their lowest fucking point in life, man. And it takes a special kind, a sack of shit to do that to people. It is. It's one of these scenarios you can't make shit up. It is. It's, you can't make up what David did. Yes, the outward what David did, like his antics and his fucking behavior there, were like, oh, what the fuck? This is insane. We can't believe we're seeing this. But behind the curtain of the cult, man, this was a very well-oiled, money-grinding machine. Everybody else did the work. Everybody else got fucked over, and Michelle and David profited. And Kathleen. More people will get indicted in this, you guys. They could bring up more charges even after this case is over. They're not done yet. They're not done. I know he's like, hey, you know what? Let me go ahead and write this book, How I Cheated on My Wife, so I could go ahead and make more money. Right, Leanne? Right? What's his, Bickle? Mike Bickle couldn't keep his pickle in his pants, right? Yeah, Mike Bickle Pickle. I don't even think there's a place in hell for David and Michelle. No. No, there's no place in hell for David and Michelle. No, David wasn't born with wealth. No, it's, dude, that's the really interesting about this, Adam Kier. You know, I don't think we've ever, dude, that's a good fucking question. I think he just bullied his way. That's the bet. I think looking back at him, David's a piece of shit. Like, the dude was sleeping with fucking Barbie dolls at 7 years old. Dude's a fucking perv. You know what that, dude, he writes in his book that he was stealing his fucking sister's Barbie dolls and sleeping with them at 7 years old. And his brothers were telling his parents, Mom, David's got those fucking Barbie dolls in his bed again. Something is off with this fucking guy, man. You don't do that at fucking 8 years old. Say, I just want to know what it was like to have a life. No. What the fuck was happening in that household for him to be stealing fucking Barbie dolls and sleeping with them? The fuck? That nowadays would be like, okay, what the fuck's going on here? David thought it was all fucking cool to put that in a book. David is a sick fucking man. There's something wrong with him here. There's something wrong with him up here, you guys. He is a sick fucking man. Yep. That household had issues, man. It did. Something happened. Oh, it's in his book. 54. I just found out about it a few months ago from Cliff. Yep. It's in his book. It's in his fucking David E. Taylor face-to-face appearances. Yeah. He would steal his Barbie dolls, dude. He would steal his sister's Barbie dolls and fucking sleep with them. There's a running joke that he would rip the arms off Ken and cut Ken. Like he would fucking sleep with Barbie doll and make Ken watch. Yeah, Gina W. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's now like for whatever reason, and you know what? We were talking with Cliff and Sue on the fucking phone a couple weeks ago, and Cliff told me he was like, I told him not to fucking put that in that book. He's like, to go back and listen to it. Cliff was like, he thought it was some big fucking breakout revelation that him putting that in that book would be all cool. And Cliff was like, nah, I don't think you should put that in there because it could be taken that you're like homosexual, dude. And David's all, nah. David, I don't think you're homosexual. I think you're a fucking pervert. You're a sick fuck. That's what I think. I don't think you're like bisexual, possibly. David had a shadow rider. Yeah, he did. He had ghost riders. Yes, shadow riders, ghost riders. Yep. But yeah, David would sleep with his Barbie dolls. I don't think that makes him a homosexual, but no, I definitely think it make him a fucking pervert. That's for sure. Unless there was something else going on for him to start displaying that type of behavior at that age. A fucking 7-year-old boy, 8-year-old boy isn't trying to figure out what a fucking wife is like with Barbie dolls. I'm sorry. It doesn't work like that. I'm sorry. David's like, oh, I was trying to feel like what it was like have a wife at 7 years old. Fuck out of here. Exactly. Makes sense why he was obsessed with sleeping with every white woman who looked his way that looks like a fucking Barbie doll. I'm dead. You can't make this up, 54. It's in his fucking book. It's in his fucking book. And when Cliff sent that to me, my first shit was like, dude, you can send that to the feds, bro. Get that to the feds. I was like, bro, that's a psych profile fucking data point, dude. I was like, you got the maxi pad thing and now Barbie dolls. I was like, dude, those are huge fucking data points. Sleeping with Barbie dolls at 8 years old ain't normal. I'm sorry. As a boy, sorry, it's not normal. And David did it. He stole his sister's Barbie dolls and did it. To me, you know what this tells me? And I'm not a mental health professional. That motherfucker was a perv. Either that or there was some form of abuse prior, which could have very possibly been. Yeah, no one. Yeah, he never had to mentally develop during his career as a pastor. Yeah, Rim Allen. No one ever challenged him. His word was law. He was surrounded by nothing but yes men. If he mentally developed, it was in the wrong way. Yeah, yeah, it's in his book. I don't know why the hell he put it in the book, but that was huge. I mean, just to put that in a book, like I used to sleep with Barbie dolls, and you know what? My brothers used to snitch on me that I was more sleeping with them. Yep, yeah, blew my mind. When Cliff sent it, I was like, "You're kidding me, right?" He's like, "Nah, bro, this is real. This is real." It's like, holy shit, this is real. Like, this is this is a unique individual. Because if that was happening and nothing was ever done about it, oh man, and he just kept developing on that behavior, there's no telling what kind of psychological fucking behaviors he could have developed through life. There's no telling. This guy has never been held accountable to anyone or anything. He's been living like the prosecutor said. The reason he doesn't have a criminal record, Your Honor, is because he's lived behind this fucking church for so long. Nobody's ever got to fucking check his ass. But now we have the chance to, Your Honor. There is so much evidence here. This man is dangerous. We're gonna find out. We'll find out how dangerous he is when it comes to trial. And the judge is paying attention, man. He is gonna fucking flip. Judge Altman already told David. Exactly. He already threatened people, so they were afraid to report him. Exactly. Yep. He threatened people. And he was even threatening people subliminally when he was making the jail calls. Oh yeah, he's been doing this cult for 30 years, Rim Allen. Dude, there's no telling what kind of behavior, the developmental problems and behavior problems he could have facilitated over this last 30 years running this cult. Yeah, that's why he's so unique, right, Rim? David Koresh ran what? Few years, the Davidians for what, a few years before that shit went up in flames because of fucking shootout. David's ran this shit for 30 fucking years with no checks and balances, man. Just a complete non-oversight. No amount of counseling will help him at this point. Nope, he will not own up to anything. You're absolutely right. No amount of counseling, therapy will make David realize that he's done anything wrong at this point. You're right. You're 100% right, Leanne. David thinks he's done nothing wrong still. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you're right, Parvs. We made fun of him to cope with, because we knew what he was doing. Exactly. Yeah, if anybody's telling you to marry David, check yourself, because David has told so many women he's going to marry him. No, Cat Mom, no, he got his privileges revoked. Nope. He got his privileges revoked. David can no longer do phone calls from jail. His privileges got revoked. Removed, whatever happened, he can't talk on the phone anymore. Yeah, no. And I'll keep saying this, you guys, you know what that shows now? Is it shows a complete breakdown in the system from the top down and the bottom up. It shows the jail wasn't doing their job, and it shows the feds weren't doing their job. Sent out emails. I sent out emails to the judge, or to the jail, to the prosecutors. Those are the only two people I could send out information to, was the judge, or the jail, and the prosecutors. Couldn't send it out to anybody else. I don't know who silenced him, Cat Mom. I'm pretty sure the jail did, when the fucking feds told him what the fuck. Yeah, that no more miracles from jail anymore. And the cult's probably shitting like they're running a rerun. They actually reran one of the old fucking videos from the fucking jail calls. No, Cat Mom. No. Here's the thing, Cat Mom. Okay, remember last Tuesday when they had that whole hearing? Right? That we didn't know. We knew about it, but we're like, what the fuck happened? Well, I talked to Cliff Wednesday. Hey, Zella. Well, Cat Mom, Cliff had talked to victim services, okay? Whatever happened, all Cliff had told me, the information he relayed from them was like, look, Rich, the judge is fucking pissed. He's like, I don't know why. That's all they told me. The judge is pissed. He lost his phone privileges, and the judge is fucking ready to go to trial right now. Yep, like the desperate attempt to grift is astounding. Exactly. And Noah, and this is the thing, the judge said, I'm glad I kept him in jail. No, they should go after Vicky. I personally think they should go after Vicky. Whether or not they will, I don't think they will. But it's unfortunate the feds have to see her naked ass in the fucking phone. Yep. Yeah. Okay, you were on vacation, Cat Mom? Yeah. Yeah, they stopped him. They put a stop to it. Yeah, so Cat Mom, the judge is pissed. We'll find out Wednesday. We're working on getting the court transcripts from that event, from that hearing. And once we get them, I'll disseminate them to the community. And we'll find out exactly what pissed the judge off. But there's only so many things David could have done. The phone calls, the videos, calling the judge a racist. Yeah, it's going to be good. This one's going to be good because we'll be able to read in the transcripts, okay, what happened? What happened? Why is the judge pissed? Oh, the judge is ready. He said, don't ask for continuations, don't ask for extensions, because I'm telling you no right now. That is what the judge said. Don't ask, because it's going to be no. April 14th. Last day for a plea is March 24th. So what? We're 33 days out from a plea. Yeah, I got somebody texting me waiting for Oprah to save the day. Yeah, Oprah. Where's Oprah at, right? Where's Oprah? Where's fucking Donald Trump? Oprah ain't gonna save the fucking day. Fucking Oprah. Yeah. Hey, Soups, how you doing, sis? Yeah, what the fuck Oprah gonna do? She's like, hey, will you guys help me find, will your apostle use the power of fucking Christ to help me find those 100 missing girls? Yes, I do. I know Algeria. Yeah, I had to write a paper about the war. Yeah. Yeah. Oprah, please help us. Our apostle ran this big fucking scam. He got arrested. Will you bail us out? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I just ran this big scam, Oprah. I know Oprah's busy fucking destroying emails right now. She's like, hey, let me go and destroy some emails. Wait till they ask for Tyler Perry. Hey, Tyler Perry, can you help us get our apostle out of jail? He's a real piece of shit, but can you help us anyways? Yeah, Tyler Perry wouldn't help him either. Tyler Perry's probably in the Epstein files too, that sick fuck. I don't like Tyler Perry. He's a fucking creep. Don't like him one bit. His movies suck too. Yeah. Adam, hey, no, dude. I legitimately I think that Joseph's time is coming, man. Oh, right on. There's a coal miner, man. Creamy Ag, man. I need to make you a mod, dude. I need to make you a mod. Fucking coal miners, man. Dude, I got so much respect for coal miners, bro. You're the mod, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Gita. You know how many fucking cut and paste prophecy David's done? Probably millions. I know David's probably the only one not listed in the Epstein files. Ah, yeah. Ah, fucking Pope. David will turn his time in jail, which would equate to Joseph being thrown in jail, but later was used by God. He will turn in some way, right, Mikey Perry? I think you know what, James Mitty. James Smitty. I think he's gonna get fucking. Those calls are gonna be brought into play, dude. You don't think for 1 second those calls ain't gonna be brought into play. Mr. Taylor, refer back to your jail call on this date, this time. Do you remember saying this, Mr. Taylor? Oh, but that wasn't me. Are you sure, Mr. Taylor? You sure this wasn't you? It was Michelle. It's Mr. Taylor, it was you. We have your jail call records here. So the judge is racist. Why do you say the judge is racist, Mr. Taylor? Where's your proof that the judge is racist? David calling the judge racist is not good. Everything. It's like, be a bigger piece of shit. Like, Michelle made those phone calls. That was Michelle. That wasn't me saying that. That was actually Michelle's. As a matter of fact, that was that fucking pussy Rich Holmes. He spliced and diced what I said, okay? He spliced and diced what I said, and he made me make those jail calls, Your Honor. It wasn't me. Fuck. Like, David literally has no accountability. He has none, he'll take none. He will put this all on everybody else until the day he dies. You know what? He could be charged with extortion. I mean, he's already charged with human trafficking. He's all, AI did it. It was that goddamn AI. AI made me do all this shit, okay? That was, you know, you know, Kim, the first time I ever heard him blame me and Rick Frazier, the first time I ever heard him say I was being paid by Rick Frazier, that was the first time I ever knew I was being paid by Rick Frazier. I was like, oh, really? I was like, well, sure would be nice to see some of that money. God. And I know he's being paid by Rick Frazier too. I'm like, when? Oh, that was probably one of the all-time best moments on the channel when David said I was being paid by Rick Frazier. Ooh, Kim. I don't think so. I think they would already came in by now. I think if the charges were to come in, they would have come in by now. For Rico. Because Rico's a little bit different. I think they would have had to bring that up already. It would be befitting for this trial, though, don't you think? This would be the perfect trial for a Rico case. It really would. RICO, no, fuck that. This is a multi-level organization. It's so close to RICO. It is. We're fucking, pardon me, a cut hair off from fucking RICO. We really are. We're fucking pubic hair off from fucking RICO. That's how close it is. Because there are so many different actors and so many different players. I'm curious why they didn't bring up RICO. It is. Yes. Yes, he sent, received, and he carried out the orders, Leanne. Yes. He did. He sent, received, and carried out orders. That's why I'm curious why RICO wasn't involved. God, that would have been nice. Kim, his indictment was bigger than Diddy's. David's indictment was bigger than P. Diddy's. Let that sink in for a minute. His indictment had more pages than P. Diddy's. P. Diddy's indictment was like 18 pages. David and Michelle's was like fucking 36 or some shit. It was insane. We're like, holy shit. Yeah, RICO, yeah. RICO, I think that's kind of why it's a little bit harder to prove. But dude, they got text messages, emails. I don't know how they can't prove RICO in this case. Racketeering, influence, corruption organization. Like, clearly, it was clearly a racket. They were clearly using the influence for fucking corruption. I don't know how they couldn't fucking bring up RICO. Maybe it costs more money. I don't know. I don't know. It is, but this is textbook RICO, right? I'm with you, Pastor Russ, but maybe they're trying to set an example of like they don't want to get RICO involved because they're prosecuting, like each member has their own defense, has their own attorneys. David has like 8 different law firms, Kathleen has her own lawyer, and Michelle has her own lawyer. Exactly. Right. This case, I'm with you, Fiend. This is exactly why RICO was designed. Yes. Catherine needs to fucking swallow her own fucking head. Because families were notifying authorities of Michigan, they didn't do anything serious. Yeah. Yeah, Pamela. The deposition in 2014, that was kind of the magnifying moment, right? Yep, when it got released in 2017. Yeah. That brought David to the surface, right? That brought the walrus out from the deep dark depths of the fucking crab grounds, right? All the fucking lobster grounds. They had to bring the fucking walrus up, right? That's what Rick Fraser did. So what's Rick do? He brings the walrus up from the fucking depths. And then the deposition sits and soaks for a few years. We pick it up, fucking pick up the scent and run with it and find out what he was doing. Well, found out he's pushing multiple money, well, a lot of money through multiple tax exemptions. That's where we started at. That's where we started at. And once we found out with the money, we started tracking real estate purchases. That was another big red flag. He bought up multiple mansions within such a short amount of time. All while one exemption was being revoked, he was dumping money into another one and putting these big mansions into the fucking church's name, KOGGC. Yeah, exactly. God, rappers are going down for RICO. That's what I mean. It's like you got these rappers going down for RICO, but why couldn't they fucking stack RICO on this one? You got Joseph, Kathleen, Michelle, David, who else? Kia. I wish we do. You know what, Kim? I'm gonna start digging. I'm gonna ask that question around. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out why this case didn't go RICO. We may not find out, but we might. We'll ask around and see if we can find out. Because that's genuine. I'm genuinely curious why it didn't. That exactly right, Noah. When he got revoked, right? Noah, I'm tracking with you, right? When he gets revoked in 2021, right? JMMI gets revoked May of 2021, right? Before we had even started sending in fucking reports, right? Before we even started sending in reports, The IRS had already revoked David May of 2021. We started sending him in August of 2021. Okay, so the IRS had already revoked his dumbass because he'd already fucking fucked up once, got reinstated, and he fucked up twice, and they permanently revoked him. So what's he do in the meantime? Opens KOGGC, right, Noah? 2016, he opens KOGGC with the IRS, right? What time? What's the time frame? Right after the fucking deposition, a year prior to its fucking release. Why does he do KOGGC? He's like, uh-oh, I was just in that deposition where I totally fucking failed. I better go ahead and open up a new fucking name to launder all the money into because I'm about to get fucked. And that's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did. He jumped the money from one name to another, bought all those fucking properties, panic buy, fucking about 20 million worth of property in a fucking year. Yeah, that's not the dumbest thing you could ever do. He's like, I only make $35,000 a year too, okay? But I just bought fucking about $20 million, $15 million worth of property, you know, and I've only had KOGGC for 10 years, okay, and I make $35,000 a year. David's looking at 200 years, Kim. Hey, the Fiend, you know what? I think that's what the feds are going to do with this. They're going to make a real nice example. They're going to make a real nice example of David. Hey, Leather and Lace. Oh, it's coming. I can't wait for the transcripts either. I can't. I'm so anxious because David, you know, it's like the one place you're not supposed to be a dumb shit is court. Don't piss off the fucking judge. Don't piss off the fucking judge, especially the one that's got your fucking fate in his hands. I mean, David thinks it's all a big fucking joke. I want a copy of them too, trust me. We're working on getting copies, you guys. We're working on getting copies, and I will put them out to the community once they're there. Okay. I don't think, Pastor Russ, I don't think there's a differentiation between what religious and RICO or not. There's no way this is getting dropped on some technicality. No, there's no fucking way. The feds crossed their T's and dotted their lowercase J's in this case, bro. No. No, there's no way. No, it can't. No, this case is airtight, dude. It took the feds a long time to build this case properly, dude. Some of the conversations I've had with them, Noah, they had to be very careful with this, man. They did. Or else the case would have fell apart. That's what they were worried about. That's what they were worried about, man. And that's fact, bro. Yeah, worst case scenario is it falls apart, but that was my concern also. Like, fuck, man, this case could fall apart like that. But the feds built an airtight case. That was something they expressed to me like, hey, we get you want us to fucking hurry up, but we can't. We get it. We understand. But we have to play by the rules on this one because this is a church. And if we don't, this whole case could fall apart. And we don't want that to happen. It's like, all right, cool. Tracking. Yep. I was like, okay. Feds never told me shit. I want everybody to be clear about that. Me and the feds, we're not best friends, okay? We're not buddies. They don't fucking call and shoot the shit with me like we're fucking good pals from down the street. No. These people are very fucking professional that did this. The utmost professional. And I was probably a shit to them sometimes, but I felt they weren't fucking listening sometimes. So I felt it was okay to express my frustration to them and telling them to do their fucking job from time to time because they sit up there with all these fucking resources and don't do shit with them. I know they watch the channel. I know they do. I don't know if they are right now, but I know they have watched the interviews and I know they have seen what we've done. So they are the utmost professionals I've ever talked to. They are very good people. They're very nice. And like I said, I was probably a shit to them more than I should have been, but I just felt like they need a little push sometimes, man. Oh, dude. Leather and Lace, the transcripts are just for Tuesday. Okay? The transcripts are just for Tuesday's hearing, the conference, the status conference, right? See what everybody's doing. Well, that was the day I think the judge found out about all the Zoom calls and shit. And I think that was the day. I really do. I think that was the day the judge started finding out about what David was doing, because the jail has finally completed their investigation. And again, like I said, I sent the videos over to the feds and to the fucking jail and to the prosecutor. I was like, the fuck's going on? What the fuck is this? How is this happening? He is still running his scam from the fucking jail. Again, the grift with this guy, unheard of. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, there's a list of rules for phone calls. Absolutely. You can't third-party calls. I know that for a fact. That's any fucking jail. You can't call out and have somebody third-party a call for you. It's a violation. That's exactly what they were doing. And they did it multiple fucking times over. Not just on one Saturday, multiple Saturdays. Again, I think the judge finally found out. He's like, fuck no. And like I said, can't wait to see what those transcripts say, man. Zoom would technically be third party because Joseph was bringing him in to other people. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Because he was allowed to talk to other people not on his call list. Yeah. Yep. You have a list when you're in jail of who you can call. Yeah, they're running reruns now. Exactly. They're running David's jail calls as reruns. You guys, this cult is falling apart real fucking fast, okay? It's falling apart real fast. I was at the hotel today. There's nobody there. There's nobody there. There's construction going on. It's a ghost town. It's a fucking ghost town at the hotel. If there is people there, there's only 3 cars there, and one of them doesn't work. There's a white Sprinter van. One of the Mercedes white Sprinter vans is there. And there's another SUV that's guarding the gate, and that's it. So if there's more than, I don't know, fucking 20 people there, I don't know how the fuck they're getting around. Houston, Leanne. It's in Houston. It's in Houston. Exactly right, Kim. The judge said the very reason he kept put in jail was to separate him from the cult. What part of that did he not fucking understand? The judge is like, Mr. Taylor, and I was telling family members about this who are law enforcement. I'm like, you know what's really crazy about this is the least restrictive measures for him was detention. Was detention. It was the least restrictive measures. Least restrictive. I got to put you on detention. Because those are least restrictive measures to guarantee the safety of the community and to guarantee that you'll reappear and to guarantee you'll stay away from the organization. They all could. Prophetic hippo, but I don't think there's enough. I don't think there's enough brains with this cult for them to do that. Hey, Parbs, welcome to the conversation. I welcome the conversation. What did he think it was okay to continue running the cult from jail? He's like, you know what? Judge Berg ain't going to tell me to do a fucking thing. I'm the apostle. I'll do whatever the fuck I want, when I want, how I want, and ain't no fucking Judge Berg going to tell the apostle what to do. Yeah. Sure thing, David. David's probably wondering why he got his phone privileges revoked. He's probably sitting in jail fucking dreaming about me. He's that fucking pussy Rich Hubs. Got my phone privileges revoked because he snitched on me. Exactly, right? She was like, the only way I can guarantee the safety of the community is to put you on detention, Mr. Taylor. And that is the least restrictive means. Like, when you think about that, least restrictive means is detention. For David. Yeah, even Charles Manson wasn't that bold, a third-party call out. Yeah. The judge imposed the least restrictive means for David, everybody. And detention, and he still fucking blew it. He still fucking blew it. He couldn't keep his mouth shut. Yeah. Yeah, he's all, you guys need to make videos and put videos out for me. Oh, yeah. David thought he had the pull. the pull mafiosos had and quickly found out. Yeah. Yep. Yep. He did. He's tried to be a big fucking mafia boss in jail, and he's probably found out real fast that he's not. Hit that like and subscribe too if you haven't already. Double tap the screen. Yeah, David thought he was probably a big fucking baller. He's like, you know what? I'm a big baller. I'm going to do whatever I want because I'm the mafia don here. Yeah. Exactly. He probably thought, oh, everybody's going to come out against me, especially Oprah, since I'm a black pastor. They'll come out and help me. Hey, Gina, don't worry. We do, and they do. Okay? Gina W. They know and they have heard. Trust me, they know. They know. I have some of the calls. We've recorded some of them. Don't worry. They know. They know. The feds know. They know that this was a money grind and a predatory fucking money gathering organization. They exploited people. They did. They exploited very vulnerable people and they got the best of them. And all we ever tried to do was tell people, hey man, this is a bad fucking organization. Don't go near it. Keep away from it. Don't give these people your money. Keep away. That's all we ever said. And there is, Parbs, more charges are coming, man. More charges will come out of this. I swear to God there will. Maybe after this case too. This is just one case so far. There could be more charges after this. The feds could still file more charges. This case is not over. The way I'm seeing it, this case is just getting heated up, man. Yeah, the feds did their initial investigation, right? The field part of it. But it's now time for the other part of the work to be done. Nope, Joseph isn't married. He used to be. Nope, Joseph isn't married. Nope, he's married to his fucking $100,000 student loan debt, though. I can tell. You want to know what Joseph's married to? The debt he's got to pay. I know what Joseph is married to, the $100,000 of student loan debt that he's got. Yeah, Leanne, that judge is going to fucking rain on down on David. Exactly. When trial comes, the government's going to whip out all the evidence. This was years ago. I don't want to get too much into that conversation, Pastor Russ. I know a lot about it, though. I love how they lined up the upper echelon like dominoes and are toppling them one by one. Yeah. They brought the first two down, then Kathleen stepped up. Now there's Joseph and Kia. Hey, Kennedy Mueller, how you doing? Yeah, and the phone taps. That's what I think Parbs is like. Yeah, you don't want to be David E. Taylor right now. You don't want to be David. And Parbs, I firmly believe that they got fucking wiretaps. I do. I believe they went in and got federal wiretaps. You're like, we need to tap these phones. We need federal wiretaps on these phones because we know what they're doing. They're doing some shady shit we need to know. Guarantee they fucking got wiretaps on some of these phones. For sure the upper echelon. I would definitely think like the upper echelon. Yeah, I hope David got his last crab legs at his fucking birthday party this last year. I hope he had his last set of fucking lobster. David's all, I didn't have lobster. It's all, I'm on a vegan diet now, okay? I'm on a vegan diet now because the doctor said lobster is bad for you. But yeah, he's lost crab legs. Yeah, exactly. But emails aren't discoverable, everybody, okay? Will you put that in a text message because they can find these emails, you know that, right? Yes. Kim. Yes, Kim, exactly. Exactly. Hey, can you Michelle's whoever Michelle said that to, I'm pretty sure it was Kia. I'm pretty sure it was Kia. Don't put these in an email because they're discoverable. This is evidence. I can't wait till that fucking comes out in court. I really do. I hope that comes out in court. And they ask Miss Brandon, why would you say this in an email? Why would you say that this is discoverable? And not to send it here and that to send it through text message instead. And even the prosecution said, as if we weren't going to find the fucking emails anyways. Like, Yes, fucking dim-witted. Exactly, Parbs. Exactly. Parbs. Parbs. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. After they heard all the jail calls, they're like, yep, we got everything we need to go to trial. Let's go. We're good. Yeah, we got everything. He just showed us that he is fully in charge. He is even running the organization from jail. So yes, let's go ahead and move forward with this trial. Yeah. Yeah. It's a wrap. The judge is like, no, that's all we needed. Thank you. I'm glad I kept him in jail. Don't need to make any more decisions about his bond from here on out. No. Kennedy, he lost his phone privileges. No, he lost them. No, he lost his fucking phone privileges. Yep. The feds probably are like, boosh, there's the final fucking game shot right there. Thank you, Mr. Taylor. Yeah. The feds probably lined up for that shot. They're like, fuck yeah, he did it. We knew he would. They probably let him. And I know they know that we watch, and I'm pretty sure they knew they were going to report that he was doing it eventually. And when they did, they're like, mm-mm. I know, and that's the thing. I wouldn't want to be a fucking prisoner in jail getting special privileges. Fuck no. No fucking way, man. You don't want to be that guy in a system like that, David. You think, you're not going to see this video anyways, but to be in jail and to be getting treated special like that, no sir. You do not want to be that guy. Nah, once I know he's fucking sentenced, I will be sending that fucking slobby piece of shit a letter. Without a fucking doubt. It's gonna be a nice long letter too. And I will fucking sit there and pen write it in my fucking hand. Yeah. Yeah, the final straw I think was the phone calls, man. Like there was a lot of stuff that David said in those phone calls, calling the judge a racist, that the feds were taking his money. It's all lies. I mean, the feds work for that judge. You know, the feds report to that judge. Your Honor, yeah, this is what he's doing. Here's the proof. Here's the evidence. There's more facts about it. What more do you want, Judge? Like, that's the thing. David just keeps adding to the case by doing dumb shit. Like these phone calls, just another right on top of the file. Bam, another one, you Judge. He lied about having money and pretrial services. Yeah, and even Kimberly Altman said that. She's like, you lied to pretrial services, and I have a problem with that. Eli had no intention of ever stopping. It just proves the judge made the right decision. And the judge even said that. I'm glad I kept him in jail, man. I keep saying this, but it's enlightening to know that the judge there made the right decision. And the judge is reinforcing his right decision. Like, fuck, I'm glad I kept him in jail. Exactly. That will weigh heavily into the sentencing. This man is a danger to society. He absolutely is. And that's why we lock people up like him, because they're a danger to society. They're a danger to people around him. He's hurt a lot of people. Maybe not David himself, but he's hurt a lot of people. He's facilitated abuse to people. He's facilitated extortion to other people. The judge absolutely made the right call, without a fucking doubt. And all the cult members that might be tuning in right now, guess what? You're fucking up for David. So please keep making stupid fucking mistakes. It's the best thing. And Napoleon said, hey, don't ever get in the way of your fucking enemy when he's making a mistake. Let him. Yeah, the judge is pretty competent. I like that. Yeah. Exactly. Joseph, all you guys that enabled those calls from jail, it's your fucking fault. You guys did it. It's your fucking fault. And I'll say or point the finger at you cult members, because it is. The reason David's not going to get out of jail is because of you guys. Is because you guys fucking facilitated the call. Yo, 83 Gators, what up, bro? We're talking about how dumb the cult is for facilitating the calls from jail. Stupid. Third party and calls from jail. 83 Gators, we know what's up, dude. You can't third party call from jails and fucking run a shit organization like that from jail after the judge has sentenced you to detention to keep you away, right? Said, hey, you can't have any contact with that organization right now until the outcome of your trial. It's great, man. It's awesome. Now he lost his phone privileges, 83. He lost his phone privileges, man. He lost his phone privilege and pissed the judge off in the process. Yeah, the gig's over. The gig is over. It is 83 Gators. It's like a double whammy, right? Piss off the judge and fucking, lose your privileges in the process. Yeah, dude. It is. It's actually a good thing, man. And in the process too, he also called the judge a racist, Gators. So there's that. Calls the judge a racist. Yeah. he can't just stop. He can't just stop making things worse for himself. It's like, well done, y'all. Thanks for doing everything for us. Exactly. Right. Okay. Cool. Cool. All right. Good deal. Smooth move. Yeah. No, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up there. Well, David was doing jail calls and shit, but they took all his privileges away. 83 Gators. There was a conference hearing last week, and David pissed the judge off, dude. The judge is pissed. But yeah, wrap it up there. The judge is pissed. Catch you guys on the next live stream. I'm just doing a little bit of downtime right now. Yeah, the judge is pissed though. We'll leave it at that, man. Judge is pissed. Y'all have a